Sense Spacies.
G'day invaders and welcome to Sense Spacies, and this is my final video for 2017, and I thought I would just show my pickups, my final pickups for the year. By the way, Happy New Year if you're watching this in 2018. It's currently the 30th today, so I probably should take this off. It's not until another couple of days, but yeah, Happy New Year for you guys watching the channel, and I hope I get more invaders on board for 2018. But getting away from all that, first off, we're just going to have a look at some of the pickups I've had for the last week. Now, I wasn't actually going to buy anything in the remainder of, like, after Christmas, but some of the sales, we have Boxing Day sales here. This is kind of like the equivalent for us for a Black Friday, and there are some insane prices going on at the moment. And like I said, I wasn't going to buy anything, but we're talking box collections with statues and God knows what else chucked in there for the price of the regular game. So I thought, yeah, okay, I'll cave in and I'll buy it. So this is my pickup for last week, and please put a comment in below if you've picked up anything cool in the post-Christmas bargain session or season. I'm going to start with the smaller stuff. First off, I got a magazine here, Retro Gaming Magazine. This is an older issue, but I hadn't picked up on it. It's one of the chunkier ones. It's actually quite heavy. And this is Retro Gamer, the ultimate guide to classic video game hardware. And you're looking at some, just some really cool looks at some older consoles from gone by, and microcomputers, as you guys in the UK call it. Some really cool stuff in here. Yes, including the Super Nintendo, but it doesn't include the SC3000 from Sega. Bit of a shame there, they dropped that ball on that one, but that's a really cool issue if you can find it or track it down. Worth getting. It's a yearbook, actually, 2017 yearbook. Should pick it up, that one. Also, speaking of magazines, I've got Retro Gamer. So this is the look at Sonic 2. Now, the main reason why I got this wasn't because of the Sonic 2 special, although that helped greatly in my decision to pick this up. But it also featured a calendar. Hang on, if I could just quickly get to the feature. So you got a really extensive, in-depth look at the production problems that they were facing when creating Sonic 2 and also Sonic 3. But the big thing about this issue is that it came with a 2018 calendar, and there's some really sweet pixel art on each month, and that is just awesome to have hanging up on your wall. So guys, check that out if you can. I don't know if there's any copies still left, but definitely worth hunting down. One of the biggest surprises though to come out from the last year was Superplay. Does anyone remember this? Superplay, the Super Nintendo magazine from the 90s. Now, because of the Mini NES being released in 2017, the guys at Superplay decided to do a commemorative special. So we've got issue 48, October 2017, and it looks at all the games that came out on the Super Nintendo Mini. And I just love the art style and the production value. It's a very short copy. It's a very limited vision. What was I going to say? A very small one. I think they were just trying to get it out the door, but still worth picking up if you can track one down. So that's the magazines I've got. Also, I picked up from my brother. He gave me, because he just is not really into Nintendo, and he picked this up because he got this from Club Nintendo. And it's the face cloths, which actually I could probably do with right now. My God, it's hot in this room. In case you don't understand or comprehend, here in Australia it is hot as buggery in Christmas. It's not like Winter Wonderland like you guys have overseas. Also, now on the game side of things, I picked up Star Ocean. Has anyone played this? Star Ocean. This is, I can never remember the name, Integrity and Faithlessness. Stupid title because it's got nothing to do with the actual game and the concept. Actually, this one got bagged out by critics It's actually the collector's edition. This is one of those tin boxes, you know, the kind that rust after a couple of years. Yeah, one of them. My Halo 2 tin box looks like arse at the moment. It is really terrible. But yeah, that's for the PlayStation 4. I also picked up Dishonored 2. I know nothing about this game. I have just picked it up because it was simply on special. Ignore that price tag. It was actually down to 40 bucks. Sorry, down to 20 bucks, that one. But the big ones. This is the main purpose for this video. Yesterday I lugged 2 huge boxes home from work. After work I went and picked them up. Oh my god, these are big. What's in the bag? Let's have a look, shall we? So we got, I can never remember the name, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle limited edition, and I've actually got that packed in wrong. I'll take that box off. Now, I got this reduced. It was actually, you can see on the price tag there, it says that it was 140 bucks originally. Wow. And they said it was reduced down to 99, but when I went to go pay for it, it was 68 bucks. 68 bucks. I've had a few guys in America say we can't even see these in the wild anymore. There was 4 of them and they were all looking pretty beaten up, and actually this box isn't actually in mint condition, but never mind. So there it is. I'll show that off, and I might get that out of the box and show you guys what. Of course you get the game. There's the game itself, and you get some advertising there for the figurines from Ubisoft, and some customer service information. So that's pretty cool. Alright, plus you'll also get the CD for the soundtrack. That's pretty cool, but I won't be playing any of that on this channel because copyright strike. Damn you, Nintendo. Also collector cards. They came with it as well. I've got a stack of cards here somewhere from Nintendo. I should open them up one day. And the big event, I'm going to open this up gently. So this is the main thing, the main attraction for this collector's edition. I hope I don't drop this. There we go. Oh no, his leg fell off. There we go. Okay. Wow, look at how cool that looks. That is super cool. I know a lot of people don't like the Rabbids. I'm not overly keen or fussed on them myself, but this does look cool in anyone's collection, sitting in the back of any games room. And yeah, I'm glad to have him on board. I'll leave that guy there, and we'll move on to the next big purchase. So the next big thing I got was Assassin's Creed Origins God Edition. Look how big this thing is. That is huge. I have to get back to get it all in shot. That is massive. I'll get this open and show you guys what comes inside. So open the box. So that's what you see inside the box. It's actually pretty cool. The statue there, this dude climbing up on top of one of the many architectural features in the game. And I might just pull out the actual game contents themselves. I'll put this guy down so I don't drop it. That would make a great outtake, but I don't want to do that. So we've got, and I've got to be careful what I show here on camera. We've got the game itself, of course. Strong violence, sex and coarse language, online interactivity, I should say. Yeah, plus 15. Games have changed. Also, we've got some redemption codes. I'm only going to show you the back of that. So you get some downloadable content, of course. You get another soundtrack. So this is all looking pretty standard, like Nintendo have done with their collection. You get a map. That's always good. And the art book itself is actually quite spectacular. I'll show that off just quickly. So there's the cover for the Assassin's Creed art book, and just a few features of the concept art for the game. Very, very cool. This is an absolutely gorgeous game that if it wasn't for the fact that 2015 was littered with so many cool titles coming out. This possibly would have got Game of the Year, but unfortunately it came out in a time when just every developer was just hitting it out of the park. So that's been a very quick look at the pickups for this week. I'm going to quickly now go and fire up my Switch and get stuck into Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It looks awesome. I've seen some really high top reviews. When that game was announced, everyone was like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't sound good. And then when they actually showed off some gameplay footage, even then people weren't really convinced. But when the final product came out, I think it won quite a few people over, and it was actually a big surprise for 2017. I don't know if you would call it Game of the Year material or anything like that, but just a solid hitter for the Nintendo Switch. Actually, the Nintendo Switch, that's been the biggest surprise for 2017. It was hugely anticipated, and when it did finally come out, that console has just ticked off all the boxes. It is a watered down console, there's no getting away from that, but they're able to put out almost on par versions of all the A+ games, and to have those titles, I mean, come on, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the train. That's just insane. I mean, we are so spoiled as gamers. The only thing that I could possibly really bag that system out is two things. One, the price. Very expensive here in Australia to buy the accessories, to buy the console itself, the games itself. So, you know, it's not a bargain bin item at all. The only other thing that I think would be something that would need to be improved on the Switch 2.0 or the Switch 2 Classic, whatever they're going to call it, would be the battery life. The battery life sucks on that thing. It's just such a shame that you only get about 2 hours. It does me personally fine, but if I'm ever on a long trip, that's going to kill me. So that's why I still carry my 3DS around with me when I'm out traveling. Well, I hope you enjoyed my pickups video, the last one for 2017. I hope to see you guys on board for 2018. Don't forget, in a week's time, I'll be recording, yes, another bloody gaming podcast. Number 5, I think we're up to. There'll be 7 YouTubers on that one, including myself. I'm going to hope to try and keep them all in control and not misbehaving. We'll see what happens there. Also, if you want to ask a question for the podcast, leave a comment below. Let us know what topic you'd like us to tackle. So far, I actually will be honest, I don't have a topic at hand, but I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something between now and then. Also, I thought I'd just show off just quickly, that was the statue that came with the Assassin's Creed Gods Edition. So cool. Look at him sitting on that big statue there like he thinks he's our king and stuff. Look, he's even got tats and stuff. How hardcore is this dude? And oh yeah, that's his his little sword that comes with him. I can't put that in yet, I'll have to do that later. Let's dump him down there. So yeah, that's been a very quick pickups video. Don't forget to please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will be pushing out more content in 2018. Also, don't forget to become a patron. The money does help. It really does help support the channel. That intro, the new intro that you saw on my channel, that alone cost $40 to get up and running. It's not free. So it really does help support the channel. Not just to buy games, that's not what I'm interested in. It would be just to support anything that needs to be done production-wise to keep the channel running. I mean, I've already got my lights, the studio's all set up. That's been one of my first challenges I had on Synth Spacies. But it's all the other ongoing stuff, and also to try and keep the channel fresh. The patrons do help. So please do get on board. You've got a $5 option per month and a $1 per month option as well. The $5 guys get their name mentioned at the end of every video, so that's something that you could probably want to hear my stupid voice stating out your name at the end of every video. There's that. Also, if you've got something that you want to see me review on the channel, please send it in. My channel address is PO Box 192, Janelli, New South Wales 2226, and that's Australia, of course. Anyway, it is hot as buggery. I'm going to go play some Nintendo Switch. In the meantime, My name's been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spaceys. Thanks, guys.
Since Spaceys.